Hey, what's up? It's been a while. It's been like it's been like almost 2 weeks, I think. I've missed you guys. The reason that it's been so long is because I had made a lot of track reviews recently, and I kind of wanted a little break from that. I wanted to do something else, but obviously I didn't really end up thinking of anything. So I'm just gonna kind of do this kind of CD update, music update thing because that's really all I've been doing during the time I haven't been posting videos. And this channel's about music most of the time anyway, so sorry if this video isn't worth the wait. I'll try to make it interesting, I guess. Yeah. So, thanks for your patience and understanding, I guess. First CD I've gotten recently, Akeldama by the Faceless. Actually, this is kind of cool because my friends went and saw the Faceless, Suffocation, Decrepit Birth, Through the Eyes of the Dead, and Flesh God Apocalypse, and I couldn't get a ride. But they all saw him, and my friend got me this as a souvenir, and he got it signed by three of the guys. I don't really know who because the signatures are pretty illegible. Well, but it's cool because they're like actually signed on the actual lyric booklet, not like the outer casing. Which by the way, my friend's little brother busted. He didn't tell me the whole story, but yeah. Really, it's a good album. I don't like it quite as much as Planetary Duality, but it's still good. So yeah. I'm just gonna do this again just because usually when I do this you end up not being able to see it, so I'm just gonna do every view possible. um I've posted songs from this recently. Those are the most recent videos I've posted. So yeah, I have this Feager by Lie by Mistake. I actually got this at Hot Topic on clearance for $4, like 460 something. And it wasn't like used or anything either. It was just on clearance. So yeah, it's awesome. If you haven't watched the videos I posted of it, it's all instrumental, kind of experimental, jazzy kind of metal. It's a lot like Animals as Leaders. Not quite as good, but still really good. Yeah, if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely pick that up. Especially if you find the same deal as I did. Yes, Hot Topic. You heard me right. So yeah, it's pretty cool. There's the three guys. In case, yeah. I forget what video it was in, but I remember saying at the end of the video, I'm gonna go watch Colors live now. And I did, and it's incredible. I'm really glad I got this. I got this used for $10, and there's a lot of stuff on it. So that's a really good deal. Except for the fucking... I don't know if I've said this. My Colors CD, when I got it in the mail, the thing in the center that holds the CD in, it was busted. So like the CD slides around when you hold it and stuff. So I put like a little wad of masking tape in the center just to stop it from bouncing around. And the same thing happened in this with the DVD side. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm not getting it. The DVD isn't even in here. I'm keeping it in a separate case so the DVD doesn't get scratched. But yeah, I just found it kind of funny that it happened both with Colors related things. But yeah, if you like Between the Buried and Me or any kind of progressive metal, you should definitely get this. It's so good. But yeah, the same day I got that, I got this Somewhere in Time, Iron Maiden. Slowly but surely, getting all the Maiden albums. This is a really, really good album. The only really big fault I find with it is the song Deja Vu, which I don't dislike, but I don't really like it that much either. It kind of it doesn't break the flow, but it just breaks the flow of really good songs on the album for me. But yeah, I really like the whole futuristic kind of tone and the flangey thing all the guitars have going throughout the album, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's fun. Yeah, good stuff. Maiden is awesome. And the same day I got that, I got this Black Sabbath's debut self-titled debut, arguably the first heavy metal album ever. The blues and kind of early rock and roll influence is still pretty evident, but it's still pretty metal. Um, Even if it wasn't as good as it is, which it is really extremely good, it'd still be essential just because of what it did for, the music. But yeah, it's really good. It was recorded on analog equipment prior to modern noise reduction techniques, and you can tell, and it sounds raw and amazing. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, this recently, Calculating Infinity by the Dillinger Escape Plan, their technical, I don't mean technical like music, even though it definitely is that. I meant technically it's their debut album. They had an EP before this and kind of like a demo full-length thing before that, but this is like, their debut that caused the revolution. Yeah, it's amazing. After it's done, you just sit there and just kind of wonder what the fuck you just listened to. It's so good. I love this stuff. Yeah, these guys have become one of my favorite bands. Yeah. If for some weird reason you're into extreme music and haven't heard of this band or this album, get it immediately. Yeah, you will be satisfied. I should review this. Yeah, I could talk forever about that. And the most recent thing I've gotten is Alaska by Between the Buried and Me. These guys have also become one of my favorite bands. This album is really, really good. Not quite as good as Colors, but I didn't really expect it to be. Well, first off, because it came before it, Not that that has a whole lot to do with it, but yeah, this album has Selkies and Backwards Marathon, and every song is good, but those are obviously the two standouts for most people, for me anyway. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully get all of the rest of these guys' albums soon. Yeah, so good. Yeah, so those are the CDs I've bought recently. Hang on a sec. Alright. Actually, I don't think I've mentioned this in a video. I don't know why I haven't, but for my birthday, actually, which is in August, so that's kind of putting a time context on this. My uncle actually gave me his entire music library for my birthday of like 2,000 albums in MP3 form. Blanked out there for a second. So yeah, I've been looking through it and like finding a bunch of really good stuff. Or not like finding stuff, but hearing of stuff and then seeing if he has it, and a lot of the time he does. And one band I've been really getting into lately is the Mars Volta. I've listened to Deloused in the Comatorium a few times all the way through, and it blows me away every time. It's the album cover. That's my YouTube background. Yeah, that album is so awesome. I should review that too. And I've listened to Francis the Mute in one sitting, which I probably shouldn't have done because it's exhausting, and I probably didn't really soak it all in. I don't really remember that much of it. You have to separate that album into like 3 different sittings. Yeah. And I also I put Loveless by My Bloody Valentine on my iTunes. I've heard very good things about that album. I haven't listened to it yet. I also got Illmatic by Nas, classic rap album, and rightfully so. That album is amazing. And oh yeah, and a couple Radiohead albums. I've really been getting into them. I've heard very, very good things, obviously, about OK Computer. And it actually kind of took me a while to get into it. I think mainly it was because I've just heard so many good things about it, like these people who like have it on a shrine and like worship it and stuff. So I maybe just was expecting something fantastic, but then again, I don't really know what I was expecting because the only radio song I had heard before that was Creep. Yeah. But yeah, every time I listen to that album, I like it more, a lot more. I used to think, I used to not like how Exit Music, which is this kind of this really slow, chill song, I used to wish that a more upbeat song came after that. Like I wish Electioneering came right after Exit Music. But then I really warmed up to it. I really liked how Let Down comes after that, and then Karma Police, which is a little bit more upbeat. And then Fitter Happier, you have to put that in somewhere. That always freaks me out. And then Electioneering. And then the Lucky and the Tourist, those are still kind of sleepy a little bit for me, but who knows? Maybe I'll listen to it again and I'll like it even more. And I also listened to not all of a few songs from Kid A, and I really like that so far. Everything in its right place is actually it's definitely one of my favorite Radiohead songs I've heard so far. I'm gonna finish that album too. And yeah, I got some Wu Tang and some A Tribe Called Quest and Interpol's first album, which I've also heard very good things about, but I actually didn't really get into. It's pretty good. It's got a couple really good songs, but as a whole album, I didn't really think it was wow, you know. So yeah, I love music. It becomes a bigger part of my life every day. So yeah, I like talking about it. So yeah, hopefully that was worth the wait. Yeah. Thanks for watching.